Nairobi City County in the IBC code is the county number 47, and we have come and we have called you here because we think that things are not going right in the county. We think that since we got elected in August 2022 and we got sworn in September 2022, things have not been right. And we thought that we could work with this governor we have now, but we think that the governor is not competent enough. He doesn't understand how to run a county the size of Nairobi, considering that by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics own report, Nairobi is bigger than 27 bottom counties combined. So today, Nairobi does not have proper structures, governance structures to run a county or the city the size of Nairobi, being the capital city of the country. We don't have a substantive county secretary. The chief officers, most of them are clueless because they are getting orders from where the employees call Shakahola, which is Riverside Drive. The governor is rarely in City Hall. When he comes there, it's either to meet an ambassador or a dignitary who is passing by or so on. But the county is not being run as it should be professionally. With the employees nearing 15,000, we think that the county is degenerating into something which is going to hinder development in the country. Today, as we sit here, we don't know who is collecting revenue in Nairobi. I've just spoken to the leadership of Nairobi Revenue Authority. They don't know who is managing the revenue of the country, of the county. They think they are being told that the revenue is being collected by Safaricom. We don't know how Safaricom as a private company came to have the system of revenue collection. We don't know on which contractual basis they are collecting the revenue for the county. We don't know who audited the system to know how many bank accounts are connected to that system. We believe that Nairobi is degenerating at a very fast rate, that if it is not rescued, then things are not going to look good. And it's getting worse year in, year out. I'm just getting revenue report, which I'll be sharing with a good number of you, is that with all of you, is that last year by this period, in the first few days of November, we had collected more than 100 million shillings. Though we still thought that was very low because Nairobi should be collecting more than 200 million shillings a day. So 100 million shillings in 6 or 5 days, if you may, it translates to an average of 20 million last year. Today, up to today, they have collected, up to yesterday, they have collected 12 million shillings. It tells you that something is really not right. Counties like Kajiado, Machakos, Uasin Gishu are collecting more money than Nairobi. Nairobi with more potential, a bigger metropolis, more revenue capacity is collecting less revenue because this revenue is being pilfered at source by few individuals in the executive and the county assembly. When the theft has been done at the executive level, then few individuals at the county assemblies are paid to look away because they hold the mantle of leadership. And we believe that if things are not corrected in Nairobi, if the president and Right Honorable Raila Odinga do not stamp their foot in Nairobi, then things are going to get worse. The president is going to be constantly blamed for poor governance because he has allowed Nairobi to be managed and to be run by somebody who had no professional credence to run Nairobi. Somebody who previously, before getting into politics, had not held a job higher than cyber cafe attendant. We believe that the governor we have today is the wrong person to manage Nairobi. Issues are emerging, a lot of issues, until sometimes we are overwhelmed. We say, what do we cover? If you go to health sector, now the governor has brought up an idea of bringing private pharmacies inside hospitals, county hospitals. How do you bring private pharmacies inside public facilities? What arrangement? What governance structures? How will they be oversighted? How will you ensure that the poor people don't pay, too exorbitant fees for prescriptions? How will you ensure that drugs are not stolen from the public systems and brought and sold into private pharmacies, which are now being housed inside the facilities owned by the public. It is very wrong. The CEOs of those hospitals have been brought into a job group called Job Group S. They are the same level as chief officers. What governance structures will you have there? How will they be supervised? How do you expect a CEO and chief officer to have the same job group? So who will be managing, who will be supervising who? Why can't we have a clarity on the structures, remuneration structures in the county? Why don't we properly ensure that these things are properly managed and things are aligned so that we don't have the poor way of managing things? When you hear, I'm just giving you a general overview, because when you hear that pieces of land is being given out to individuals to go and borrow loan, the issue of Jivanji, Jivanji approached the county because they were doing the affordable housing in Ngara. And this affordable housing, the developer was supposed to bring the money. The county was supposed to give out the land. Today, the developer didn't bring enough money. The county gave out land. The county went and borrowed money for the developer, 1.9 billion, using the county's assets as a security. The developer today, instead of finishing that house, the affordable housing, is building a mall in Kileleshwa, and he's saying that he doesn't have money. And we hear that some of the county officials are shareholders in that mall. Why is the developer building a mall in Kileleshwa if he is supposed to finish affordable housing?